At first glance, this painting looks like a simple scene from nature, a tiny hummingbird hovering beside delicate apple blossoms. But look closer and it becomes much more than that. This is Hummingbird and Apple Blossoms, painted by the American artist Martin Johnson Heade in 1875. Heade was fascinated by nature, especially by birds, flowers, and tropical landscapes. He became particularly famous for his paintings of hummingbirds, which he observed during his travels through Central and South America. And you can see that fascination here. The hummingbird is incredibly small compared with the flowers surrounding it. Its wings appear almost frozen in midair, capturing the bird at the exact moment it hovers beside the blossoms. This is one of the most remarkable things about the painting. Hummingbirds move so quickly that they are almost impossible to observe with the naked eye. Yet Head turns that fleeting moment into something permanent. The bird becomes a tiny point of movement in an otherwise peaceful composition. And then there are the apple blossoms. Their pale petals contrast beautifully with the darker background, making them appear almost luminous. Head pays extraordinary attention to their delicate forms, the individual petals, the branches, even the subtle variation in color. But this painting isn't simply a scientific study of a bird and a flower. There's also a strong sense of atmosphere. The dark, muted background creates a feeling of depth and mystery, while the bright blossoms and the hummingbird stand out almost like objects illuminated by the spotlight. This contrast was characteristic of Head's work. He often combined extremely detailed natural subjects with dramatic compositions, making nature feel both realistic and almost dreamlike. There's also something symbolic about the scene. The hummingbird represents movement, energy, and life. The blossoms represent fragility and beauty, and the combination of the two captures something that is inherently temporary, a moment in nature that lasts only a few seconds. The bird will fly away, the flowers will eventually fall, but in Head's painting, that moment becomes eternal. And perhaps that's what makes this work so fascinating. He isn't simply painting what nature looks like, he's painting how precious a moment in nature can feel.